This is the best DAZ to Blender workflow, which converts all the textures and also hair materials and even imports animation. It's a bit tricky to set up, so let's get started. The first thing we do is search for the Diffeomorphic add-on, this one right here. And if this block doesn't exist anymore because I think it gets turned down, you will still find the GitHub Diffeomorphic, which is also linked in the description. What we need to download is the import DAZ run right here. So select it, select the code and download the zip folder right here. In the zip folder itself, we will also find the folder to DAZ Studio. Make sure you copy this also out separately. So we have one time the zip folder and the extra folder to DAZ Studio. In DAZ Studio itself, go to your content library section and open the DAZ Studio formats and right click on the My DAZ 3D library and browse the folder location. This will open up your folder location right here and open up the scripts tab. Now from the To DAZ Studio folder, we can go into this and go into the scripts folder and copy these two files, one time the Diffeomorphic folder and the Diffeomorphic PNG, and drag and drop this into our scripts folder of DAZ Studio itself. I already did this, so I won't do it again. But right now we should have the My DAZ 3D library with the scripts folder and the Diffeomorphic and the PNG in there. After that, we can right click on the DAZ 3D library and hit refresh and open it up. And under the scripts folder right now, we should have the Diffeomorphic add-on activated. Let's go into Blender and see how it is set up there. Right now I'm using the Blender version 5.2. I don't think it's even optimized for Blender version 5.2, but it still works. So in there, go to Edit Preferences. Under the Add-ons tab, select this small arrow and hit Install from Disk. Search your import DAZ master zip folder we downloaded earlier and double click on it to install it. And the DAZ importer should now be installed. You can also activate all the extra features it has, but for now this is fine. If we open up the side panel right here with the small arrow on the side, we can scroll down and should see a DAZ setup and a DAZ runtime section. Select the DAZ setup section and go to the global settings because we are not quite done yet because we need to specify the content directory. This one right here is the same that we used before. So go back into your DAZ folder, right click on My DAZ 3D library and hit the browse folder location and then copy this path right here and in the Blender add-on paste this in and save it. After that, we are ready to import and export stuff from DAZ to Blender. In DAZ, I have prepared this character right here and she also has an animation to her. This I will export now to Blender. First, we normally save this file. So go to Save as Scene, choose a folder location and save it with the name however you like it. After that, in the Scripts tab under Diffeomorphic, also activate the Setup menu right here. This sets up the menu to make it easier to access it because we just have to click on File and Export to Blender. This small pop-up comes and we just hit Accept and wait a few seconds. After it's downloading, we should get a save message, just hit OK and we are done in DAZ. In Blender itself, we can select the Easy Import DAZ button right here and search the folder where we saved our DAZ file and simply select the DOF file. On the right side here, we can also specify what we actually want to import. For cycles, you could use the BSDF mode, otherwise just use the extended principles for cycles and Eevee. You can scroll down to also import some facial expressions right here, or some YCMs and even some feminine or flexion body morphs. Whatever you have added to your character is in here. And after that, we can simply hit Easy Import. If it's done loading, we can see the character got imported already with the pose and the textures apply. If I choose the cycles render mode and activate an HDRI, we can see all the textures are perfectly fine. Also, the hair is quite nice in this one. But you can see the character is not moving and that we are going to fix right now. First of all, in DAZ itself, if you have an animation, go to your first frame and make sure the first frame has no expression and no pose applied. Usually in a pose pack, we have this reset base pose. Just double click on it on the first frame and then hit this little plus keyframe icon. This will save all the poses, and on the second frame, the animation will start. Just make sure the first frame is this A pose. After that, go to File and save it again and hit File, Export to Blender also again. Now in Blender itself, I will delete this character and import the new scene we created. And we can see again, everything got imported perfectly fine. And if we scroll all the way down, this time we choose the DAZ runtime section, and under posing, select the import action. Go back to your folder where you saved the scene and select the scene again. Also click on Effect Morph and Clear Morph so everything gets targeted nicely, and hit import action. And as you can see, all the keyframes get imported, and we also have the animation in Blender itself easily imported with all the textures and all the clothing, garments, hair, whatever there is to it. Of course, you have a ton more options with the Diffeomorphic add-on. You can change the morphs, you can change the different materials, but this is just the basic setup how you can easily import characters with poses or even animations into Blender. If you want more in-depth tutorial about this, just write it in the comments, and otherwise I wish you happy creating, and I see you in the next video. Peace out.